Frankenmuth, Michigan, also known as Michigan's Little Bavaria, is a small town in Saginaw County known for its rich Bavarian-style architecture, charming German heritage, family-friendly attractions, and the feeling of Christmas all wrapped in one. In today's video, I am talking all things to do in Frankenmuth. If you're wondering if the trip is worth it, then keep watching. The answer is yes. Since Frankenmuth really is known for its Bavarian styles, first I'm going to talk about the Bavarian Inn. There is the Bavarian Inn Lodge located across river and the Bavarian Inn Restaurant located on Main Street. So a little more about the Bavarian Inn Restaurant. This restaurant is famous for its family-style chicken dinners, but there's much more to do than just eat at this restaurant. For one, you can grab a horse carriage ride located outside of the building from the Frankenmuth Carriage Company. Currently, prices are $65 per carriage and can hold up to 6 people. Next, we're going to talk about Michigan on Main, which is a grill and bar restaurant located inside the Bavarian Inn Restaurant. This is not the chicken dinner restaurant, but you can catch music and dancing that's located right outside on summer weekends and grab a German beer and really get in tune with the lifestyle. Now heading inside the Bavarian Inn Restaurant, but downstairs are the castle shops. And you don't have to have a reservation at any of the restaurants to enjoy this. Look at this. There is all the candy and treats that any kid could even think of. There is also a toy shop. The best part is even in these gift shops and all around town, the workers are in these traditional Bavarian style clothing. And then go ahead and treat yourself at the Castle Shop Bakery. You can also get coffee if that's more your thing. They have tons of goodies. My daughter ended up getting this cookie and it was $3.99. I feel like it was pretty big and decently worth the price. And then right next to the bakery, they have a wine and beer shop. They had so many selections and really unique things in here. It would also be good for some gifts if you were looking for something unique to buy somebody. Personally, I think it's a good grab and go if you're staying at one of the hotels if you want something different than just what they serve at the regular bar. And moving on to the world famous chicken dinner. This is a family style meal. There is so much food. Be prepared to be stuffed. One thing to know, if you sign up for their e-birthday club, you get a free birthday dinner the month of your birthday. So make sure to sign up now. You have to do it 45 days before. And this chicken seasoning everybody loves, you can buy at the gift shop to take home. And across the river is the Bavarian Inn Lodge. Now, I have an entire video on staying here, and I am going to be staying there in January after the renovations are done, because yes, there is a huge, massive water park that is being made right now. So stay tuned and subscribe for that.
This is gonna be so good.
But besides from the new water park, this hotel already has so much to offer. They have an adult-only pool, they have 2 other pools, a splash pad, 2 water slides, hot tubs, they have mini golf, and they have a huge arcade. There's tons of sweets and goodies all around. They have laser tag and really good pizza, and they had kids karaoke. You do not have to be staying at this hotel to enjoy all of the things. Besides, you do have to stay there to go in the pool. But you can still go to the play area, the arcade, putt-putt, the restaurants, and just enjoy your time there without actually spending the night there. If you want to see more details, definitely check out my video from when I just recently stayed there, and then I will be there again when the new water park opens. Now heading across the street from the Bavarian Inn is Zehnder's Restaurant. Zehnder's Restaurant has been serving chicken dinners for over 150 years, where it only costs 75 cents. Zehnder's has more of an American colonial theme rather than the Bavarian theme, but they are both owned by the Zehnder's family now. If you want to know more, check out the Frankenmuth Historical Museum. So inside Zehnder's, you have your traditional sit-down restaurant, which, by the way, I wanted to mention there is no fancy dress code or anything for these restaurants. And what is unique about Zehnder's is downstairs you have the Chef's Cafe that gives you the same great recipes as main dining, but it is buffet style, so you can eat it speedy and move on with exploring the rest of Frankenmuth. I will link the menu so you guys can take a closer look at what they have to offer and the prices. There is also a gift shop and an amazing selection of cakes and pastries and goodies. I always get a caramel apple when I go to Frankenmuth. They have these little photo areas set up so you can take a picture and send it to your phone. And then they do have a tap room and they hold specials and they have entertainment at times as well. So now moving on to Zehnder's Splash Village Water Park and Hotel. This is on the south side right when you come into town. Again, I have an entire separate video on this hotel, so I will link that. The rooms are not Bavarian style. They are just a typical regular hotel room. Do make sure that you have the water park passes included if that's what you want. And if not, they do have a pool that you can use if you don't have the water park passes. You can also buy day passes for this water park and the Bavarian Hotel as well. This water park has a zero entry kid play zone, water volley and basketball, rapid river, which is my daughter's favorite, kid slides and slides for the big kids or adults, majestic playscapes, hot tubs with one being really cute mushroom theme, bucket drops with slides and activities, water toys and swings, lily pad pool, a lazy river that has hidden fairies all around, and the reason this is my daughter's and my favorite water park in Michigan is because they allow you to hold your small kid while going down the big slides in one tube, if they are tall enough, of course. There is a fun arcade. It's definitely not as big as the Bavarian Inn. And then there is great grill food. I don't know. We just keep coming back to Frankenmuth for the pizza, which is pretty crazy, but I liked all the food that we had at the Bavarian and Zehnder's. And basically in the same parking lot as Zehnder's Splash Village is Bronner's Christmas store. This is a huge reason why Frankenmuth has 3 million visitors a year. And that is because Bronner's is the largest Christmas store in the world. This store has a huge selection of personalized ornaments of any sort that you can think of. They also have visitors like Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. Besides ornaments, they have tons of other Christmas stuff. They have Lions gear, Michigan State gear, and then they have Christmas villages, Christmas trees, and just anything you could think of. The sales room of this place is 1.7 football fields of space.
Oh my gosh.
We need this. If you're traveling from further away and you don't want your bulbs to break, you can get it shipped from the store. Also, I want to add that it is free to get your ornaments personalized, but if you're coming during Christmas, expect long lines. Now, right down the road from Bronner's is River Place Shops. This kind of starts of the first place that you can go where you can just walk and you can go all through the rest of town walking if you want. And as you can hear, they have on-theme music playing to really get you in that Frankenmuth spirit. Head to Zach and Max for their fudge and their ice cream and handcrafted caramels. Make sure to save room for Sugar High. They are the cupcake specialists of Frankenmuth, and they have homemade little special cakes and cupcakes, candies. A lot of people bring their dog to River Place Shops, and they do have a selection of dog treats. There is also a pet store here. There is over 40 stores and attractions, but one of the more popular ones is the I Heart Frankenmuth store, where you can get all of the typical tourism, clothing and cups and whatever else you might imagine. And then inside right next to this store is the River Place game room. My kids have to go here every time. They have a wide selection of games, and they also have food at the Cass River Bar and Grill. Just let your kids play and you can eat, drink, and relax for a bit. And then before you leave River Place, make sure to check out the Bavarian Belle Riverboat. This is a narrated tour of Frankenmuth on the Cass River. It's 16 for adults, 5 for kids, and 4 and under is free. Continuing north, you can walk right on over to more shops down Main Street. The Covered Bridge shop actually has a bar inside now, and great photo ops. And right across the street from that in Zehnder Park is the Frankenmuth ice rink that is open from late November to late February. It's $10 for an all-day admission and $3 for a skating rental. And heading down the street, I am going to go over some of my favorite stores that I do not want you guys to miss. One of my favorite stores to go to is the country store. It is the most unusual country store, as the name says. They just have tons of scattered souvenirs and food and just random stuff, sweatshirts, clothes, anything that you can think of. There's a bunch of Harley Davidson signs, road signs. It's just a lot of fun to look through this store. And then you can actually head downstairs and there's even more unusual stuff. Make sure to get a picture sitting on the little horses. And leaving there, you have Tiffany's, which is a very popular outdoor seating and indoor restaurant. And right next door, they have a coffee and beignet shop. And then there's another Zach and Max. Definitely head into this one because there is a cute little man in there handing out free samples. They always have a buy two, get one free deal. I love that many of these shops, you can actually see the workers making the food. And right on the other side is another coffee shop. This is the shop that we usually go to. Heading across the street is the Frankenmuth Visitor and Welcome Center. There's also bathrooms here, and there is tons of free parking behind this as well. And make sure to take your kids on a gnome hunt, which you can go to frankenmuth.org and you can get it through text or email. Now right past the historical museum is T-Dubs and Frankenmuth Taffy Kitchen. T-Dubs is a casual pizza pub. And then to my favorite store, Frankenmuth.
Some Bloody Marys.
They have hilarious merchandise, but you can drink and shop here, which is awesome. So there is a bar located in the back of the store. We came in and got a $2 Jello shot, and then another time we got some Fireball cinnamon type shot.
Cheers to Frankenmuth vacation.
After a few shots, make sure to shop responsibly. So sometimes they have the food truck operating right outside of Frankenmuth. It's a little mix of fast food and bar food. This is on my Frankenmuth bucket list. I want to get a bunch of friends or family together and ride the trolley around town. And over to the Frankenmuth Cheese House. I can't believe how many cheeses can be in one place. They do have other merchandise as well, and you gotta take the picture with the big cheese outside of the building. Now past most of the shops is Frankenmuth's Brewery. This is the oldest brewery in Michigan. When we were here, they were closed Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but I do believe they open up during the week during busier times. It's a popular spot for weddings. I will link their website for more information. Almost done with the Main Street stores. The last place I wanna talk about is the toy store. If you are still watching, please give this video a like. Not only do they have a huge selection of toys, but kids love it because they have a spot in the back where they can actually play with toys. It's a good spot if you've been walking around all day to give the kids a little break to unwind. They do have a good selection of hotels on the main strip. The first one I want to talk about is Brewery Inn. They do allow dogs, and they have a kickback from 5:30 to 7 that has food and alcohol. They have free breakfast as well. The Marv Hazog, I'm probably butchering that name, but they have balcony rooms and it's right on the river. Their website states free hot breakfast and free evening snacks and beverages as well. They do have fast food nearby. Even McDonald's is Bavarian style. Frankenmuth literally has something going on every single month. A popular one in January is Snowfest, and they also have a dog bowl that I love going to as well. There's also a huge 80s fest that goes on. There's costume contests, breakdancing, a band. It's a really fun time. This is held at the Harvey Kern Community Pavilion, which is just right behind the Bavarian Inn Water Park. And then right on that same street is the Michigan Heroes Museum, Jellystone Campground, a Korean barbecue restaurant, and Ariel Park, which is a zip line and ropes course. And then continuing south on that street, all the way where it meets with Main Street, is Grandpa's Tiny Farm. And then speaking of animals, just 4.5 miles up the road towards Birch Run is Wilderness Trails Zoo. Open May to October, there's over 50 different species. What I love most about this zoo is how up close and personal you can get with the animals. There's 56 total acres for these animals. And they do have feeding stations where you can feed the goat and the fish. And the animals that are caged, you can still get pretty close to them. They do have exotic birds, and they have a whole area where you can go inside a room for a parakeet encounter. And then next door, they have mini golf, bumper boats, and go-karts. It is closed for the winter season. And then another 5 minutes away is downtown Birch Run, where they have tons of restaurants and shopping, and it's conveniently located right off of 75. We stayed at the Country Inn & Suites, and they have a pool and a hot tub, and the room had a jacuzzi. This hotel is located literally in the parking lot of the Birch Run Premium Outlet Shopping Center. This is an outdoor mall, and they have over 100 stores. There's a movie theater a couple minutes away as well. If you have kids, make sure to bring quarters because they do have these little rides outside a lot of the stores. Well, I hope this video helped you plan your next getaway to Frankenmuth so that you do not miss anything fun when you visit. If this video helped, please like it because it really helps get the video out to more people. If there is anything you do in Frankenmuth or the nearby areas that I missed, please comment below. I love to hear from you guys. There is so much to do and I still keep finding new things as well. So if you want to catch my upcoming video on the new Bavarian Blast Water Park when it opens soon, please subscribe for more. Also, if you're interested, check out my full tour on Zehnder's Water Park and the Bavarian Inn Lodge. I'll see you guys on the next getaway.